Hey guys, quick announcement before we get started. My good friend Hal started a Discord called the Indie Allies, where this is not a Darkslayer TV Discord. This is where all indie devs are coming together to share their work with each other and discuss things. And me and Hal even plan on doing our own E3, but within our own Discord community. We want to create a place where everyone can access your pro portfolio and games really easily, but also do fun events where we just take a whole bunch of everyone's trailers, put them in a big video, and have like a fun event like E3, but with indie game devs. So if you want to network, learn, and just be with a group of your peers, I'll put the link in the description below. I'll see you there. Hello everybody and welcome back to ChatGPT's horror game. If you remember in the last episode, which we didn't know was an episode when it first started, we started to get some of the pre-production done with ChatGPT, but then I realized, in a way, I don't know, if we're doing this correctly, I don't know how to do pre-production. So therefore, I was already cheating the system. Let's ask ChatGPT how we're gonna do this. So let's go to ChatGPT's horror game, and you'll see that I've got my screen divided into two sections, and that is because obviously we're probably going to have like Word open on one side and then ChatGPT on the other. And I've added a thing here so that ChatGPT can talk to us. I don't know if this is going to be very good. We're just going to have to play with it and find out, but let's give it a shot. Okay, send a message. Let's create a game development document together about all these ideas.
Certainly. A game development document, GDD, is a comprehensive guide that outlines the overall vision, goals, and technical details of a game project.
Right.
Let's start by outlining the key components of our GDD. Overview. This section provides a brief summary of the game's concept.
Let's see if we can speed this up. Okay, so I've messed with it. Hopefully the next message will be a lot easier and quicker and faster and more to the point. However, let's see. He said overview. The section provides a brief summary of the game's concept. We can do that. Where should I store all this information? Because I don't know. I'm new to this, right?
There are several options for where to store a game development document, GDD. Some common options include Google Docs. This is a free cloud-based platform that allows collaborative editing and sharing of documents. Trello. This is a project management tool that allows for easy organization tasks.
Okay, so that was a bit too fast. We'll get this working, don't worry. I like the idea of doing the Google Docs. Let's make an account and use Google Docs to make this happen. All right, we have our blank Google document. So let's go ahead and go back and take a look here. We have the overview. This section provides a brief summary of the game's concept, story, and game mechanics. So we're literally going to do this. We're gonna let ChatGPT do this. Can you describe our game like this, question mark? And then I'm just immediately gonna paste it and let's see what it says and if I nailed the settings this time.
Certainly. Here is a brief overview of our game. Title, Eerie Asylum Concept. Eerie Asylum is a first-person horror game set in an abandoned mental hospital. Players take on the role of a patient who wakes up in the hospital with no memory of how they got there. As they explore the dark and ominous halls of the hospital, they uncover the disturbing secrets of the facility and their own past.
Okay.
Story. The game's story centers around the history of the asylum and its patients, as well as the player's personal history and how they ended up in the hospital. The game uses environmental storytelling and notes scattered throughout the environment to gradually reveal the details of the asylum's dark past. Gameplay mechanics. The core gameplay mechanics of Eerie Asylum involve exploration, puzzle solving, and stealth. Players must navigate the hospital's maze-like corridors and avoid the various hazards and enemies that lurk in the shadows. As they progress through the game, they uncover clues that help them piece together the mystery of the asylum and their own identity. Overall, Eerie Asylum aims to provide a chilling and immersive horror experience that keeps players on the edge of their seats.
That was a lot better. Let me know if you guys think that is a good speed. I can make her ignore all the punctuation, but it might sound a bit weird. Okay, so here we go. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and copy this. Did you give us all of it? Actually, hold on. I gotta paste as plain text. I hate when it does that. There we go. Did it do all of these? We have concept, story, gameplay, overall. It didn't. It just did the overview. It did gameplay. You know what? We're gonna have to talk to ChatGPT about levels and environments. So let's do that really quick. What kind of levels and environments should this game have? Also, let's make sure environments is spelled correctly and send it.
For Eerie Asylum, we could create a variety of levels and environments that offer different challenges and atmospheres to keep the gameplay engaging and varied. Here are a few ideas. Entrance Hall. The game could start with the player waking up in the entrance hall of the asylum, disoriented and unsure of what's going on. This area could serve as a tutorial to introduce the player to the game mechanics and controls. Patient Rooms. The player could explore the various patient rooms throughout the asylum, each with its own unique characteristics and hazards. Some rooms could be completely empty, while others could contain valuable items or clues. Basement. The dark and foreboding basement of the asylum could be a particularly terrifying area, full of dark corners, narrow passageways, and unexpected obstacles. Players could find themselves chased by a powerful enemy in this area, forcing them to navigate quickly and carefully to avoid being caught. Outdoor Courtyard. To break up the indoor environment, we could include an outdoor courtyard area. This area could be overgrown with vegetation, providing cover for the player to sneak past enemies or find hidden items. Morgue. The morgue could be another area for the player to explore, with cold storage units and autopsy tables providing a chilling backdrop. Players could find important items or information hidden in the various drawers and cabinets. Administration Offices. The administration offices of the asylum could contain important files and documents that help the player piece together the story of the hospital in their own past. These are just a few ideas for levels and environments, but there are many other possibilities to explore as well.
ChatGPT, I love you.
As an AI language model, I am not capable of feeling emotions or engaging in relationships, but I'm here to assist you with any questions you might have. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nah, that's not what I meant. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and make sure this is formatted slightly so that way we can easily, look through our document later. Because if we just keep pasting as completely blank text, what's going to end up happening is we're going to have a wall of undistinguishable texts. So there we go. That kind of breaks that apart. We could even, honestly, what I could do here is bring this down, and we're going to just increase the size of this to I don't know, 18, and just type in overview, because this will just be the overview. Then what we'll do is we'll chop down here, go back to 14, bold it, and what was this for again? Oh yeah, levels and environments. Levels and environments. We'll press enter. We will go ahead and grab all these ideas. Let's go ahead. Actually, I don't need to include that. We'll just include the 1, 2, 6. Let's copy that, and we're going to paste it without the formatting. Oh, Jesus, it's still set to bold and 14. Let's fix that, and we will paste without the formatting. I do want slight formatting again. From here on out, I will cut out the formatting, but I think mentioning it to a degree is important in case you guys are learning how to make a game development document. It's important to keep things organized and easily accessible. Okay, so we have our overview, we have our levels and environments. Let's go ahead and talk about our characters and enemies next. So, hey ChatGPT, what kind of characters and enemies should be in our game? ? And hopefully it'll give specifics. If it doesn't, we'll pry at it a little bit to try to get some more specifics and stuff. Also, I'm noticing I spelled environments wrong. Feels bad, man.
For Eerie Asylum, we can create a variety of characters and enemies to keep the gameplay challenging and engaging. Here are a few ideas. Main character. The player character is a patient in the asylum who wakes up with no memory of how they got there. The player will explore the hospital and uncover the secrets of their own past while trying to survive the horrors of the asylum. Ghosts. The abandoned asylum could be haunted by the ghosts of former patients and staff members. These ghosts could be used to create a creepy and unsettling atmosphere, with players hearing their whispers and seeing their apparitions as they explore the asylum. Psychotic patients. The asylum could be home to several psychotic patients who have gone mad and turned violent. These enemies could be dangerous and unpredictable, attacking the player on sight and forcing them to run or hide to survive. Demonic entities. To add a supernatural element to the game, we could introduce demonic entities that are responsible for the dark and disturbing events that have taken place in the asylum. These enemies could be extremely powerful and dangerous, requiring the player to use strategy and skill to avoid or defeat them. Asylum staff. The staff members who once worked at the asylum could serve as enemies, with some still lurking around the hospital and attacking the player on sight. These enemies could be more organized and strategic than the psychotic patients, making them more difficult to evade or defeat. Bosses. To add an extra level of challenge, we could include boss battles against particularly powerful enemies such as the head of the asylum or a particularly powerful demonic entity. These are just a few ideas for characters and enemies, but there are many other possibilities to explore as well.
Absolutely, ChatGPT. I agree. So ChatGPT is still insistent on combat, so we might be doing combat, but I will let you know if we decide to actually end up doing combat. I'm letting you know ahead of time that it's going to take learning on my part too, but I'm not scared. That's a good thing. Being able to learn how to do this stuff is something I should be excited about, but I'm a human, right? So I still have that internal dread or fear of failure. Characters and enemies. Okay, let's go ahead and press enter twice. Let's go grab our newest explanation. We're gonna copy that. We're gonna go in here and let's make sure this isn't massive and paste that in. Oh, specifically paste in without the formatting. Again, let's go in here and bold this, and I'll cut the rest. Also, just a quick intermission. If you're ever using ChatGPT to make a game, obviously I'm doing an extreme example where ChatGPT is giving me all of the information. Never, never, never take this kind of stuff and use it as everything. And what do I mean by that? If you notice, we are getting, in a way, a very generic game right now. But that's because we haven't pushed GPT to give us those crazy, different, unique things. And maybe I'll do that later. Because to be fair, this is a game development document, and the game development document is kind of supposed to be a little generic with like a little bit of the seasoning to give it a little bit of uniqueness, and I think it has a little bit. But remember, for your games, if you made this exact game that's being explained right now, it wouldn't stand out and therefore probably wouldn't be successful, even if it was executed on really well. So just remember that. These are good springboards, but they're not good foundations, if that makes sense. All right, so now we're gonna do the audio and visual design, then we'll do the user interface and controls. I'm gonna skip technical I'm not gonna skip technical specifications because it specifically brought it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste these into our document so I don't have to keep scrolling all the way back up. It is burning up in here. I turned my fan up. I hope you guys can't hear it. If you can, I'm so sorry. Just please, it's so hot, give me a break. Can you describe our audio and visual design for me?
Sure, here's an overview of the audio and visual design for Eerie Asylum. Audio design, music. The music in Eerie Asylum should be unsettling and tense, with lots of eerie sounds and haunting melodies that keep the player on edge. The soundtrack could be composed of a mix of orchestral and electronic sounds, with an emphasis on atmospheric and ambient tracks. Sound effects. The sound effects in the game should be designed to create a sense of unease and fear in the player. There should be plenty of creaking doors, footsteps, whispers, and other creepy sounds to keep players on their toes. Voice acting. The game could feature voice acting for key characters and enemies, with each character having their own unique voice and personality. This would help to bring the story and characters to life, and make the game feel more immersive. Visual design. Environment. The environments in Eerie Asylum should be designed to create a sense of dread and isolation. The asylum could be filled with dark corridors, abandoned rooms, and other creepy locations that players will have to explore. The lighting should be dim and moody, with plenty of shadows and flickering lights to add to the atmosphere. Character design. The player character and enemies should be designed to be scary and intimidating. The psychotic patients could be dressed in hospital gowns and covered in blood, while the demonic entities could be twisted and grotesque. The characters should be well animated and have plenty of personality and detail to help bring them to life. User interface. The game's user interface should be designed to be minimalist and unobtrusive. The focus should be on the game's atmosphere and gameplay, so the UI should be designed to be as subtle as possible. Overall, the audio and visual design in Eerie Asylum should work together to create a sense of fear and unease in the player. The game should be immersive and engaging, with plenty of attention paid to detail and atmosphere to create a memorable horror experience.
I think that makes complete sense. You know, I will say that I'm literally making this video for you guys to show you the power of ChatGPT when it comes to your game development process, and it still surprises me. Whenever it's answering these questions, I'm still like, yeah, no, that's correct. Like, to a scary degree. Let's go ahead and paste that without formatting. And again, I will be right back. All right, we got two more. We got the user interface controls and controls. I'm interested to see what it says about this one. I imagine it will be pretty generic, and it'll just be like, hey, use WASD or the left Joy-Con to move, but we'll see. Let's see what it says. Can you give us an overview of the user interface and controls? And last but not least, for the overview, let's take a look at our technical specifications. How would you describe our technical specifications, ChatGPT? ChatGPT? It's ChatGPT doesn't want to talk. Oh, hell no. It says
Sure,
game engine.
here's an overview of the technical specifications for Erie Asylum.
All right, I didn't let that one finish because, I mean, we don't need to hear all this. But Unity 3D? No, 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 no. No chat. Oh, no chat GPT. This is an Unreal Engine game. Not Unity, silly. I'm even going to add it. Silly. All right, this is a crazy detailed overview of our game so far. I think it really paints a picture of the setting and what we're going to be doing. But then again, as I said previously, there's no spice. Like, we can all imagine this, but without having more specific details, it's eh. So the next thing you would do on a normal game development document would be getting a ton of images that kind of match the art style and look that you're going for. So maybe going into something like Amnesia: The Dark Descent, or that game I already forget the name of again, where you're inside of an asylum, and just getting a bunch of pictures of the specific things that you see in your game or in your mind's eye, and you paste them into the game development document. However, I don't think we're going to be able to do that with ChatGPT. Especially because we're a single indie dev, which means that honestly going for that stuff is going to be very helpful whenever we need references and we're doing level design and things of that nature. But are we going to achieve that? I think we have to remember, no, probably not. It's definitely a goal and it's something to work toward, but we need to set deadlines and things. And I don't think if we set appropriate, healthy deadlines, we're going to meet that level of quality. However, let's use ChatGPT and see if it will provide us with images or whatever. I don't know, I've never tried this. Can you provide me with some images I could use in the game development document so that way we can convey what we want the game to look like?
As an AI language model, I am unable to directly provide images. However, there are many resources available online where you can find images and concept art that can help you visualize and convey the desired look and feel of the game. Here are a few resources you may find helpful. Unsplash, a website with a wide variety of high-quality stock photos that can be used for free. ArtStation, a community-driven platform that allows artists to showcase their work, including concept art, 3D models, and more. Pinterest, a visual discovery platform where you can search for and save images related to specific themes or styles. You can also consider creating your own concept art or sketches to help convey your vision for the game. There are many digital art tools available that can help you create and edit images, such as Adobe Photoshop or Procreate.
No. I don't do art. I do code, ChatGPT. If I do art, it looks okay, and that's giving it all of my effort. No. However, I have never used, what's that, Unsplash? But ChatGPT recommended it, so I'm allowed to use it. So Unsplash, beautiful free images, asylum. Did you see how big ass popped up when I typed in asylum? Okay. Ooh, this one's really run down. I love this. Oh, I love this. Let's save this. Well, here we go. I'm gonna start saving images. Oh, it's a weird file format. Let's actually hit the download button. Yeah, I'll just download all these and then actually move them into appropriate folders later. Ooh. I like this one because it shows you how to place and scatter trash and stuff. I know that might sound silly, but you don't really know how to do it until, or you think you know how to do it until you need to, and then you're like, I don't know, is that too much trash? Is it in the way? What do I do? Well, you use reference images. Here's another really nice rundown one, but a bit more clean. We're gonna download that as well. These are all super nice. Ooh, some of the outside architecture. In case we end up doing some outside stuff, we can try to replicate that. Also, I just realized it never downloaded the previous image. Let's go ahead and see if we can get that to actually download. There we go. So this is some good images to get us started. Oh, look at that one. I mean, I don't know if this is an asylum, but it's like a really run-down building. I don't think I'm gonna save that one, but I think we're getting too far down here. So instead of specifically asylum, let's type in the word haunted. So we're getting like a foggy look here. Ooh, This would be a nice, like, something to try to accomplish in your game with a skybox and a small outside environment. This could create a really nice little area for the inside of our game. Oh, look at the lighting here. It's pitch black except for the door at the end. That's being saved for our game development document. Now here's the thing, you actually don't have to use free images for a game development document or a game development, GDD, but I'm doing it because I'm on a YouTube video. What you would normally want to do is specifically type in games that convey the feeling and look of the things that you're trying to accomplish, and then put those specifically in your game development document. But for us, and since it's ChatGPT, we're gonna go this route. I got some good images. The more images, the better, but for our sake, I think this will be fine. Let me add those to the document. And there we go, we added those to the game development document. So I hope you guys learned something today. This is a pretty well-established, nice game development document. Sorry if it's a little bit shorter of a video than normal. I just had surgery a few days ago to get my gallbladder removed, so I'm still a little bit low on energy trying to get myself going again. But still, I wanted to do this. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys learned a little something about pre-production and the game development document, and we're still gonna be doing some more pre-production as we go forward. But please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, you can subscribe to my Patreon. There is a tier where you can even ask me questions if you need to. But I'll see you in the next video.